How's everybody doing? I got mad, delicious, yummy tea, and I'm very happy for it. Turn on TTS, it's already on. Glitter, how are you? How's your morning? How's it going, Tearless? Love this fucking tea. I could drink this tea every day. Back from your trip? How'd it go? I'm back to work. Boo. Boo work. What's up, Cajun Paladin? How you doing, man? So it's actually funny that you say that. I'm going to start doing a night stream probably on Thursdays.
Go out Scream.
Go out Scream. Alright, I think we're good to go. What's up, Rachel? How are you? Was just browsing at the Goodwill. Oh, how'd that go? I love finding like a good... There's nothing better than finding a good steal. Like a good item at Goodwill. A lot of goodness happening, you know? How's everybody doing? Hey, Sarah, what's up? What's going on? Okay. I think we're just about ready to go here. What do you guys want to do today? You guys want to talk about... drugs? What's up, Rev? How you doing, brother? Good to have everybody here. I've got some tea. I'm feeling all right. It's a good day. Got some decent golf clubs at the Rich People Goodwill Club. I always go to the rich towns for you. You're right. We are on the same wavelength, man. Found army green sweats with cool zippers. Oh, nice. I'm trying to think. What's the coolest thing I've ever found at the Goodwill? I found a rare Pokemon card that I sold for like $300. It was like a Charizard. That's what I used to do, flipping. Because a brother has to hustle, if you know what I'm saying. But what's up with you guys? What's new? Watched that video from Moist about the SSS going to... Oh, yes, about Sniper Wolf. Sorry, what? I was thinking... like the German SS.
Rory, 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 Poop P.
Well then. Yeah, we're chilling in here today. It does work now. I also look weird bringing back a black light, but I found some uranium glass at Goodwill. That's got to be, like, not good. That's got to be dangerous to have. It worked the first time, too, Scribeleaf. You know what I want to get is one of those pizza stones. Not stones, the pizza ovens, right? But not like the big ones. They're, like, yay big. They're cylindrical. They can hook up to gas. I want to get one. You get more radiation from a bunch of bananas? Fair enough. Well, good to have you here. What do you guys feel like doing today? I do have some videos for us, but I want... Let's chill for a little bit. Let's talk. We never talk anymore. Turn that down a touch. How's the volume, guys? Alright. And Data says hi. Doggo says hello. Okay. Here we are. How you guys feeling? What's new? How's life? But yeah, a pizza oven. And they're like, I don't know. They're probably like 200, 300 bucks on Amazon. I could just buy one. But you have to use them outside. So what's the point of buying one? Because I don't go outside. I don't understand what outside is. You just got ads? I didn't run an ad. You just saw an ad, Rachel? Hands free, wasn't me. Those Oni pizza ovens are nice, but it has to be outside. Let's have a look. Let's take a look-see, shall we? I got 3 ads in a row. That's weird. I did not run an ad. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. Alright, here we go. Let's see here. And I got some videos we're gonna check out in a little bit. God damn, it's 700 bucks. Whoo! That's, it looks good, but that's not exactly the price I was thinking. And it's that little pizza, the little... Whoosh. May I ask about your experience with your ex? If not, I won't bring it up. Yeah, you can ask. What's going on? Honestly, YouTube's not getting better. YouTube's not any better, guys. That's a lie. YouTube is better. But I use YouTube Premium. I just don't see ads at all on YouTube. TikTok is the main offender, I think. But the reason that you don't see it is because the ads are so quick on TikTok. You just... After what happened, did you find yourself hating her? No. Did I find myself hating her? I don't think hate's the right word. I think, after the breakup, I was probably... Did I find myself hating her? I think I found myself hating her for a little bit, but that was very quickly squashed. And the reason is because I chose to take what happened to me and make something good out of it. So, on paper and in reality, that breakup was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I didn't see it at the time. You know, at the time I was like, this sucks. Wow, awesome. Cool, I have to start the dating process over again at 26. Cool, I was engaged. I was going to get married. Cool. Neat. So I think I was more annoyed than I was, like, hating her. But I think if I didn't take the time and do the things I knew I needed to do, like, you know, the personal work, all that shit that I always chime, then I think I would have hated her. But because I made the breakup such a positive thing for me, now I'm like, yo, I got... In every way, I leveled up. How'd you turn it into something good? Brother, I got to work. I hit that gym. I saw a goat scream. I gotcha. I hit the gym. I started going to a counselor twice a week. What else? What else did I do? Started hanging out with friends that I haven't seen in a while. I signed myself up for a few different classes, like rock climbing. I went to a lot of rock climbing. It's such a social sport, so easy that it was just easy to make friends off of that. I can't bring myself to hit my last ex. I don't think he's a cruel person, just emotionally damaged to an extent. So I think... Yeah, look, I never held the belief that when an ex breaks up with you, that automatically makes them a villain. I think a lot of people, especially people who are hurt, especially hurt people who aren't working on themselves in any way, shape, or form, and so the ex was the only thing they had to make them happy. I think that's a huge part of it, you know? If your whole life was surrounding one person, of course, if they leave, of course you're going to become resentful. They were your whole life. I swear I've done so many things, and at times it feels like I've barely made a dent. That doesn't mean you're not going to have down days, man. Like, Revan, when was your breakup? It's always based on, like, an internal thought. An internal belief system, rather. We generally assign beliefs to ourselves, to others, to the world. And so, you know, here's a common one. That was the last person that was ever going to love me, right? Or I can't do any better. Or I won't, you know, I can date other people, but I won't feel the same. Like, we assign these beliefs to ourselves and, like, we just accept them. It was a long-distance relationship that ended last February, 2022. So then let's run down the list, man. So number one. How often are you, like, going out, doing new things, challenging yourself? Right, I'm talking, like, this should be something that's happening weekly. Like, once a week, you're going out by yourself and putting yourself in a new situation that you're not familiar with. Could be going to a restaurant by yourself. It could be signing up for a bar trivia and, like, meeting new people. Could be going on a meetup group or a hiking group. Challenge myself weekly. Haven't done that much, to be honest. Number two. You just told me that you're not in therapy. There's that. Number three. When's the last time you made a new friend? Number four. How often are you at the gym? People don't like to believe it, but physical exercise is one of the best things you can do for emotional health. Hey, Scrappy, how's it going? You didn't miss anything. We're just starting. What's up, Andrew? How are you? I'm about to drive home. I'll listen while driving. Remember the video I sent you? I missed a stream and wondered, did you use them? I'll be home in 30 minutes to hang out. No, you didn't miss a stream. You were here for the last... No. Okay, right. That was last stream. No, we didn't use it yet. We'll use it today. The gym is near daily for me. A new friend, do you mean a real friend or acquaintance? I mean, like, go make friends. Go outside. Generally, people are too comfortable. This is random, but before your face reveal, I migrated. You look... Imagined? You look like Father Mike Schmitz, but in a suit and a tie. Who the fuck is that? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at Father Mike Schmitz. Oh, he's a good-looking guy. He's a good look. God damn. I'll take that as a compliment. Look at that handsome bastard. That's a good-looking guy. That's a good fucking looking guy. Is he a psychopath? This guy, you can tell. Father or not, he's crushed mad puss. You can just tell. He's a Catholic priest, is he? He's a wizard, as they say. Honestly, I don't think he's that good looking. Your jealousy is showing. Before the face reveal, I pictured Rory with glasses and horrible taste in clothing. You think I have good taste in clothing now? What I wear is either white shirts. I mean, I do have nice clothing. I do have that. I just never wear it. I like to be comfortable. That's the most important thing to me. I like being comfortable. There is truly one thing that matters to me in this life, and it's comfort. Like physical, like bodily comfort. If I was gay, I'd rather shag you than a guy. Thanks. I'll take it. I imagined a longer beard on a bony, skinny person. Well, like Asmongold? I'm not bony skinny. If anything, I gotta lose a few pounds. I'm getting bad about it, guys. I gotta eat less. Yeah, Rev, I think if you just go out and try things that are just new and different, just truly just challenge yourself, right? That's frustrating because it's work, but it is, like, you won't regret it. You get paid out dividends for doing that. My friend said she liked my taste in clothing. I finally understand why she licks my pants. Yeah, Rev, and like I said, dude, it's work, but it's not going to be work that you're going to regret. I get challenged deli. Never a dull day at the gas station. What does that mean? You get challenged to Mortal Kombat? What does that mean? You there. Employee. We will fight. Alright. Okay. I believe we have some videos to get to. A few videos? What do you guys think? You once told me I need to be kinder to myself. Perhaps this is a step in that direction. Yeah, I mean, look, being kind to yourself is, it depends on how you define it ultimately, right? Because for some people, they're like, well, I need to just permit myself to do anything and never judge myself for it. No. Right? If you, like... If you do stupid shit, you should stop doing that. You probably shouldn't permit yourself to do it more, you know? Instead, I think it means, like, being kind to yourself could be eat your vegetables. It could be, like, put yourself in situations that will help you to grow, to overcome your problems. I had a guy come into the store this morning. He was having conversations with imaginary people. Nice. That sounded like pretty fun conversations, too. Scrappy, do you mind if I ask what state you live in? I'm getting frustrated because I keep having shit mess with my workout routine. I was doing so well until Christmas. Then it's been sickness, allergies, selling, buying, apartment, moving. Hopefully I can get back into my routine soon. Bro, just go for a walk. I shouldn't say that. Data's right here. He's listening. Yeah, habit building is easy but hard. You know? Like, it is easy to build let me rephrase. It is simple to build a habit. But it's not easy. So, like, here's a good example. After this stream is over, I'm going to get up immediately, put on my shoes, and go take little man for a... I live in Arkansas. Ah! Of course. And then at some point I'm going to eat. I don't know, my stomach's not feeling great today, so I might just not eat today. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. Shall we get to a few videos, eh? You guys want to start with... Oh, this one seems good. This one seems good. Dating advice men need to hear in 2023. Let's have a look-see, eh? I chose it because the thumbnail had ladies with big boobies on it. I do walk a lot. I walk to and from work almost every day. Have to get back to the gym routines. Just gotta stop coughing like a 90-year-old smoker first. But again, like, okay. Hold on. Why did I... Oh, that's why. Then, if you walk a lot, like, take it up to the next level. Order yourself a bulletproof... A bulletproof. Oh, that's what they look like. Order yourself a weighted vest. I was going to say bulletproof vest. That works too. What was this video? Dating advice men need to hear in 2023. Let's give this a try, shall we?
I was staying in that building. That is the tallest residential apartment building in Europe. As you can imagine, quite expensive, it's quite fancy, and it is quite nice. Right now, I'm wearing a $300 Gucci ring. I'm traveling, spending the summer in Europe at the moment. But when I'm home, I have two separate $5,000 Saint Laurent jackets.
This guy, just from that intro, seems fucking insufferable.
I have $1,000 Saint Laurent boots. I have a wardrobe in general that's worth tens of thousands of dollars. I drive a $45,000 car. I have tons of followers on Instagram. And yet, none of these things are enough in isolation to attract women. None of these...
No. I don't care about the turnaround. You have a pinky ring. That makes you insufferable. Who else has a pinky ring? Make yourselves known.
Things are enough to attract girlfriend quality women who you would actually want a long-term relationship with. And perhaps the most prolific lie in dating right now, especially in the red pill space, is that if you become a successful man, women will just come to you. Women will just come by default. Yet the fact is, I could put on my fancy $1,000 outfit, stand in my cool car all day, and just wait for women.
You got to make sure to lock the arms. Make sure to lock the arms so that you can get the muscles pop out. Right? So you can push the arms against each other and make the muscles pop out. It's a tactic he's using. I don't even know if that's him. I don't even know if that's the same guy. But this guy is doing it. Wednesday, I ended up having to call the police on a woman for shoplifting and harassing. You told us about that one. Thursday, I had a man follow me into the coolers, employees only. I almost threw a case of beer at him. Friday, I had to call the police on a man shooting up in the bathroom. Saturday was calm. Sunday morning was crazy. What the What the fuck? You live in an eventful place. Or you work at an eventful place. Only does curls and bench presses too? Yeah. No leg day. Look at... Yeah, true. I didn't even look at shrimpy ass legs. I was thinking about getting a ring as a man, but I'm worried about being takey because I know what I like. Picky? Because I know what I like, but not what looks good on me. I'm only going to wear a ring when I have to. I'm only going to wear a ring when I have to. Let's see what he's doing here. Let's figure this out. His right hand is over his left. Let's figure this out. Okay? Here we go. Oh, tacky. Okay. Right hand is over the left. Here. Okay. Alright, so it's about up here. Right? There we go. Right hand over left. Left is like grabbing his armpit. And right's pointed down. Okay, that's what he's doing. Yeah, bitch! Oh, then he's like... Yeah, he's doing that. Seems like it works. And that way, so what you can do is you can get the arm going, right? And then you can just like... Yeah. Let me just... There it is. Makes sense what he's doing. Honestly, my legs are far bigger than my arms, and it's a problem. I have what they call cake. I have what they know as a bakery. And in some cultures, it is known as a dumpy. I do have a huge butt. It's kind of a problem, actually. Remember that? Who was here for that stream a long time ago? Where we were doing like... I don't remember. It was a cooking stream or something. And I said if we hit a goal, I don't know, it must have been like 1,000 Twitch followers or something, or 2,000. I don't remember. And I said, once we hit this goal, I'll show you guys the cake. And then I met the goal like later that day. And then I just like pulled out a birthday cake. People were pissed off. I remember. That was a good stream. It was a good stream.
Women to magically fall from the sky. And I would
Ah! Yes. Bitches fall from the sky.
be waiting for an entire eternity. I would wait until I was blue in the face and my hair went gray and I would die of old age. And the reason for this is because despite all of the success that
He's uncomfortably close to the camera. Wish I had a butt. All the squats in the world have not helped my lack of booty. I mean, you gotta bulk up and then slim down. Eat some peanut butter and then do squats all day. There, add in some peanut butter. People forget butt is a good amount of fat too. It's actually probably majority fat. Actually, that's probably not true. The glutes are pretty big muscles.
you may have, and you likely have as a successful older guy, is that you didn't actually do anything dating-wise to attract these women. All of the successes and material possessions that you have are great, but they're not an active investment in your dating life. They're not an active action that is going to create a result for you in your dating life. Dating requires an active investment. And although women are going to be more attracted to a man who is successful because it implies and it pre-selects for a man who has his shit together, for a man who is capable, a man who is confident, a man who knows what he wants, a man who can command the world around him, and that is very attractive to a woman because it shows her that you are likely going to be the right man to lead her.
You ever notice these guys always go to the same place with this advice? You ever notice it's always very like... It's always very... The man needs to be commanding and like he needs to have presence and he needs to show the woman that he can lead and she must follow. What if you're into a girl who likes anime and just like playing video games and chilling and staying at home, and she doesn't want the guy with the Gucci pinky ring and you know, who's commanding and take charge? What if she just wants a guy who likes playing video games and hanging out and watching anime too? You guys ever been to an anime convention? Who here's ever been to an anime or like a Comic-Con or any of those types of conventions? Who, if you guys have been to one, just put one in chat. Because there's a lot of girls who go to those things. There's a lot of girls who go to those things. So if you've been to one, you know, most of those girls, I can't speak for all of them, but I have to imagine a good healthy chunk of them are into things that muscly CEOs with, you know, billions of dollars at their disposal probably aren't into. So I suppose...
But what if she wants the penis Gucci ring?
Then I guess you shouldn't go to Comic-Con. Drag to an anime con more so. I have a good friend who cosplays. What do you mean drag to? They're fun as shit. That's a lie. They're not. As I feel like the older you get, the less fun they are. That's why one of the reasons I didn't go to TwitchCon this year. Or I'm not going to TwitchCon this year. What's up, Echo? How are you, man? I think maybe I'll go to TwitchCon next year, and it will be the last time I go to a TwitchCon. Lots of peeps in my circle used to work for an anime distributor, so I used to work a lot of cons. That's fun. I've worked at a few cons before. They're fun. Anime Expo in California. It's huge. Last time I was at one was in 2004. I think the culture has changed quite a bit since then. How so? I've been to a Viking festival. I met a wizard. My kid does cosplay, so I really want to take her to Comic-Con. It's a fun time. It really is. It really, really, really is fun. Job interview in 15 minutes. Lend me some big pee-pee energy.
Big pee-pee.
I would, but doing so would get me banned off of Twitch. So what I'll just say is good luck. Good luck, man. Remember, if you fuck up, you're not going to make any money. There you go, champ. Get in there. Get in there, buddy. Seriously, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Just be who you are. That would be the biggest piece of advice I could give you. Be who you are. I did buy some cute Hello Kitty stuff at the time. There's this one Hello Kitty store we have in New York that is like wall to wall. Everywhere it's like Disney Hello Kitty. It's a massive store. And shit that you wouldn't even, there's like Hello Kitty erasers for your pencils. Hello Kitty phone cases, like that one makes sense. Hello Kitty like toaster imprints, so you can put bread in and it'll toast the bread in a Hello Kitty shape. And it's like, what the fuck? Who would use this? But Hello Kitty is such a huge thing in Japan. It's okay. It's okay to say I don't know, but I know how to look it up. Oh, yes. Yes. Good advice. Yes, I agree with that completely. They'll be more impressed by you. It's so fucked up, but they'll be so impressed if you admit, like, your shortcomings than they will by saying, well, I can do no wrong. Tell us some of your strengths. My strengths? Everything. All. Okay. Tell us some of your weaknesses. I do have some weaknesses. I care too much. I care too much. And I feel like sometimes that gets in the way, you know? I care just so much about people. People come doing that type of shit. They, like, find a weakness that's not actually a weakness. Or it's, like, an admirable one. And the people at the hiring table just kind of roll their eyes and, like, okay. We're dealing with one of those guys, eh? Just be honest. My weakness? I'm really fucking blunt. My weakness is I'm super blunt, and that can piss people off sometimes. My strength is I'm super blunt, and that can piss people off sometimes. I think anime is much less niche and not considered as nerdy, so the demographic is broader compared to when I had my New Type magazine in high school. Bro. You a Gundam fan, eh? Anime is definitely more popular than it used to be. I want to go to Legoland. We have Legoland in New York. In a traffic jam, it's a different experience listening to you than watching. I think... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. I feel like if I didn't have a YouTube channel where all people did for a long time was just listen to it, because I didn't have a visual element to the YouTube... It's kind of actually amazing how big my YouTube channel got, considering I had no video for the first, like, 7 years of its life. No visual element at all. You're just staring at a blank screen the whole time. It's impressive that the channel grew as much as it did with that. It's funny, if I would go back and start the YouTube channel all over again, but with a visual element, you know, back whenever, I don't know, 2016, whenever I started it, one has to imagine where it would be now. Now that I'm completely and totally burnt out of YouTube and can't be asked to make another YouTube video for Love Chat. Hi, Zal. We're not really talking about X stuff today, man. We're talking about dating stuff today. Any tips on how to progress? Get to work, dude. That's okay. You don't have to apologize. But just get to work, right? Start the personal work. Get on it. What do you work on? You work on areas of your life that you define need work. Because it's hard. It's a hard question because people want, like, do these things and then you will feel better. That's true to some degree. Like the common ones that I always mention at first would be like the therapist, because you can talk about it. Going to the gym, because you can sort of work it out. Those things will help pretty much everybody. But after that point, it's okay, well, what else do I do? And that's just a question you have to answer for yourself, you know? I don't know. What do you think needs work? Rory's YouTube channel got an amazing amount of traction considering it had no boobs. True. True. Titties do help, don't they? Remember that? We had a stream the other day and we were reading that article about how boobs help men live longer. You guys remember that? It's scientifically proven. Dating, I've been single for 2 to 3 years or something like that, and I'm on all the apps, but for some reason I just lose interest in every match. Even if the conversation is good, it's definitely on me, not them. Not sure why. Generally, when we're turning ourselves off of, from dating or pushing potential matches away, it's generally, I can't speak for every situation, because there's certainly situations where what I'm about to say does not apply, certainly. But generally, it's because we're afraid. Or that is, it's called fearful avoidance. It's the way that we avoid ever getting hurt again is we just avoid it, right? I'm afraid of the thing. I want the thing, but I'm afraid of having the thing. Okay, I need to put this down. I want the thing, but I'm afraid of having the thing. Because if I have the thing, I'll get hurt, and I don't want to get hurt. So I'm just not going to go for the thing. That's fearful avoidance, man. Look it up. It's good shit. All right, let's get back to this guy and see if he was making a point.
If you don't put in the work to attract the quality mate, you will never get a quality mate. And the funny thing about this is that as a successful man, you should know this. You can't just magically sit around and hope that because you have a six-pack and hope because you're in good shape, it's automatically going to make you rich, or that it's automatically going to get you connections with the right people. In order to become successful...
No, but it will help. It will absolutely help. And I think it'll put you in a position where... you are, so if you're doing all of these things at a consistent basis, you're more likely to have a let's go work on it attitude. Like what would we call that? If you're willing to get up and like work on yourself in the ways that I tend to mention and more, that means you have this, you're a self-starter. You're able to just get up and do what you got to do. Versus someone who doesn't do that, who just kind of stays at home and does nothing, you know? Proactive, thank you. Speaking of boobs and anime, let's check it out. What we got? Hello?
バストで勝ってる。ウエストは私の方が締まってる。ヒップラインに男はグラグラ。でも足はさ、ほら、ぶっとい。見てこの曲線美。なんたって男はバストに惹かれるの。ほら。
Women.
That's
How would you respond if I were to inform...
That's unfortunately true. Unfortunately true. And to drive the point home, behind my big ass head is the thumbnail to this video. You guys want to see what the thumbnail to this video is? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Need proof? Okay. Boop. See that? And you know why? It's because this guy knows that if you put that, people will be more likely to click on it. And you know why? One of the biggest reasons I stopped making YouTube videos, or, you know, beyond burnout, besides burnout, is because dating videos on YouTube are just... Let me give you an example. This guy, right here. This guy has 1.38 million subscribers on YouTube. And this video, posted June, didn't break 18K viewers. With a thumbnail like that, this guy couldn't break 18K. Look at the size of those things. This is outrageous. It's because the dating relationship genre niche on YouTube is dying. Yeah, and he's selling a course. The gentleman approach. Let's have a peek, okay? How to approach and attract any girl, anytime, anywhere. Here we go. She's showing him a funny TikTok, and he's asking, like, you know. Oh, they got a free live training. 6 days from now. Guys, you can join the free live training. Mine are bigger. It's not a contest. It's not a contest. Based Zeus. I'm a private dating consultant, high-achieving individuals. Over the last 5 years, my clientele has included doctors, lawyers, finance professionals, and 9-figure CEOs. What if your soulmate is only one approach away? My fucking God. Here's some of the results of guys who have learned my cold approach systems are getting. Hold on. There it is. Hey, I hope you remember me from the train. If not, that's awkward. I have a few hours to waste on Friday before my train home. I was wondering if you wanted to grab a drink if you're free. Charge your phone. You notice, let me tell you how I know this is fake, okay? One thing gave it away immediately. Here's how I know this is fake. Look up top here. Look up top. What do you guys see? What do you guys notice? What do you guys notice? Anybody? What's supposed to be up here? The carrier's missing. Now, you might not know this, but on top of your cell phone, no matter what kind of cell phone you have, the carrier, I'll give you an example. Right here, whoops, at the top left of your phone, you should see your carrier. Maybe it's Mint, maybe it's, I don't know, Europe or something. But at the top, your carrier. That's one of the first things. Beautiful stuff when a girl you approached on the train asks you out. It's just all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Also, the guy calls himself Based Zeus. Who calls himself that? Mine doesn't have a carrier. I'm looking at it right now. Of an iPhone? You have an iPhone? This is an iPhone. If not, Scrappy, I have a website for you. It's thegentlemanapproach.com. Speaking of time for therapy, we'll be on luck. Have a good session, dude. All right, let's get to Based Zeus, so he's a Greek chef. Nice. Ba-da-bum. All right, let's get to some of these, eh? Let's go to... This guy seems interesting.
Here's a challenge to all women. What if you decided that from this point forward, you would never grab your own chair at a dinner table to open it up? What if you decided that from this point forward, you would never open the car door for yourself ever again? What if from this point forward, you decided that you were going to have standards for how you were to be treated because you have standards for how you treat yourself? You know what will happen? You will attract a man that will be willing to provide for you in that way. So you see, the type of man that a woman attracts is all dependent upon the type of priorities, balance, and standards that a woman has for herself. When the standards are clear, the proper man and the loving, caring man will appear. That's how it happens.
I'm going to show you guys what's going to happen. Show you guys what's going to happen when, here's what's going to happen if you, are on a date. Or even better. Here's what's going to happen if you take the mentality that chairs should just move for you, right? You're on a first date, and you're just staring at the guy. Here's what that looks like. Okay? wanna get it? No, I'm not gonna do it. Food looks good. Appetizers look good. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be sitting there in eternity. It's gonna be you in a chair. It's gonna be you're gonna just date the chair. That's what's gonna happen. That's not something you can demand. It's something you have to. If you go on a date and someone offers to do that, because you know what the problem with that is that there's gonna be so many people who are gonna be like, the fuck? What are you doing? She's like, well, you should move the chair for me. Bitch, sit down. Are you out of your mind? Or, on the flip side, there's going to be women who are like, why are you moving the chair? I'm capable of moving the chair. Thank you. I don't need the big strong man to come save the day. I can move the chair. Better learn to use the force for real.
3 things that ladies are getting wrong when they're messing with men. Let's get to it. Ladies, your dating life up to this point may have been trash, but don't worry.
Is it ever... This is just a me thing, I'm realizing. Does anybody else get irrationally angry when someone does 3 things? When someone says 3 like this, like A-okay. I can't stand that shit. We talked about this the other day. We do this. 3.
I am just some random dude, but I do got the sauce. Let's go. Number 1, you be too available. You always hitting up this man's phone. You always hitting this man line. Every time he asks you to do something, you drop everything you got going on to do it. You getting way too attached, way too early. Give him a little room to desire you. Number 2, stop pressure.
Yeah, but I think you should do that by being organically busy, right? You shouldn't do that as a game or as like a method. One of my friends is an amputee. She doesn't even expect the chair to be moved for her. She's genuinely appreciative when someone offers to help, though. Attitude isn't everything, but it's a pretty big deal. I think your friend's probably very, very wise, right? Let me move this real quick. Your friend has sounds like a pretty cool person, pretty positive outlook. Yeah. But to be like, you need to move the chair. It's like, the fuck up.
Let these be your rules when you start dating, ladies. Endless texting in the beginning can be very dangerous.
If you are I'm going to tell you something I wish I had known about relationships in my early 20s, okay? The person that's going to help you grow and push you to be your absolute best self is not the person that allows...
This is the cringiest, most awkward shit to basically watch someone else's relationship. Ugh. Does that make anybody else cringe? It makes me cringe pretty hard. Especially when you're watching him, like, put his thumb up her butt. He's like, yeah, come here, that nice big booty.
Self.
That's just weird. I can't. Ugh.
3. Correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like a guy knows within, like, a month or 2 if he wants to be your boyfriend.
Let me make this short.
Yeah, we've seen... Okay, we gotta go further down. We've seen some of these. Let's do banana bread. Let's do... Here. This seems unfamiliar.
I was told that we would not be sharing rooms with men.
Why did you leave a 6-year relationship?
I left a 6-year relationship because after 6 years, I was tired of asking, take me on a date. Let's go out. I look pretty. Let's do something.
One boundary I had when I was dating as a high-value woman that made men obsessed.
That's another thing. Hey, Cookie, what's up? Good morning. How are you? How's your day going? We're talking about pizza ovens. You know, little pizza ovens, little guy where you can pop in a pizza. One dating coach I follow on Shark Tank yesterday, she got an investment by Mark Cuban. Good for her. Good shit. What's her name? Also, how are you, dude? How's life? Dating by Blaine. Let's look into dating by Blaine. Dating by Blaine. Dating coach for men. I help men like you. Yes, you. Does she have a YouTube channel? Or is it all Instagram? What qualifies you to be a dating coach? Here you go. My most important credentials are my clients. My most important credentials are my clients. Yeah, that's great. Cool. What are the letters after your name? What do you know, how'd you get clients before you had clients, hmm? So when you had 0 clients, what was your most important credential? Nothing. Nothing. I'm not gonna talk shit on her. I'm not gonna talk shit on her unless she deserves it. There we go. She's only got 15,000 subscribers? I could have got sponsored by Mark Cuban. God damn it. God damn it. How to DM a girl on Instagram. Let's go.
In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite dating apps, which you probably already have on your phone, but may not be using as a dating app, and that is Instagram. Instagram is actually an amazing dating app because there are tons of single men and women. It is easy to connect with people, and couples link up on Instagram all the time. By the way, if we haven't met before, my name is Blaine and I'm a dating coach for men. Unfortunately, most of Instagram's potential as a dating app goes untapped. So if you are curious how to meet women that you're excited about on Instagram, stick around. I am going to be covering the overall strategy, how to a cold DM on Instagram, and as a result, won't be successful approaching women. The unsuccessful approach these guys take looks like this. Stumble upon a cute girl's profile, send her a cold DM asking her on a date, feel surprised when she doesn't respond, so they send another message, then they feel frustrated when
Watch her shorts.
Hi, I'm Blaine.
If you're single, the #1 piece of advice I can give you as a dating coach by far is to be more shameless. A smart, handsome, tall guy who is literally a 10 on paper is a 5 if he won't stick his neck out and approach women. Likewise, an average guy who's a 5 on paper will literally attract 10s, maybe not every time, but some of the time, if he's not afraid to be a little bit shameless. If you're single, signs.
What does shameless mean? You have to define what you mean by shameless. Because there's a lot of stupid people out there, and they can say, oh, shameless means I gotta be, for example, shameless could be, I gotta be really sexually forward. Like, what's up, bitch? Let's see those titties. Ah, right? You gotta remember, we're dealing with a pretty dumb population, guys. We're dealing with some pretty fucking goofy people.
One of the guys.
Shut up. She sold $2 million worth of her course over the last 3 years, according to her on Shark Tank. Good for her. God damn, $2 million. Good for her. I never wanted to be the type of person to sell a course. I don't believe that relationships work like that, right? Because no two relationships are the same. So how can I make a course that's literally a one-size-fits-all? Okay, I'm not... So far, she hasn't said anything particularly out there. You know? She hasn't said anything particularly, like, scandalous yet.
I coach always brings women to drinks for a first date. And if things are going well, around the time the check comes, he presents 3 options. Call it an evening and go home, go to another bar for a drink, or mystery activity. Literally, no woman can resist a mystery activity.
Every bitch on earth will resist a mystery activity. What are you, crazy? This is 2023. He's gonna harvest my organs. He's trying to get his cock sucked in the park. What are you talking about, mystery activity? Are you talking about dumb Americans, the rest of the world? I'm talking about the entire world. The entire world. Most people are pretty dumb. Most people are pretty stupid. Mystery activity. Hey, what's up? You want to go get your your fucking... That's a rather healthy looking spleen you have. Is it me, or does she sound like she's going to ask a question but then doesn't? She's got the Valley Girl sort of thing. Like, oh my god, I'm constantly just, yeah, this is great. Like it's the upturn in the intonation. You could sell workbooks called The No. Wait, I think it's taken. The Knowledge. She sounds a little like a Kardashian. Fair enough.
I don't care how busy she is. If she likes you, she will make time for you. It's that simple. So stop making excuses for her lack of effort and availability and attract a girl who's going to make you a priority.
Like this is the... I'm not trying to make fun of her. No, I guess I am trying to make fun of her. But these are like just level 1 takes. They're... I guess you could say I do the same thing. So never mind. All right, I'll leave her alone.
If you have been on less than 5 dates with a girl, never text her this. Hey, what do you want to do tonight? She doesn't want to plan a date. She wants to date a man with a plan. Never forget this. If you're chatting with a girl, but high status guys never do this. They never use their phone in these 3 places. A workout class. Not only is it distracting for those around you, but it...
What does this have to do with dating?
I talk to thousands of guys, and the number one mistake I see single men make is getting hung up on one woman.
All right, let's check out this course. Coaching. Ready to feel attractive? I currently offer 4 coaching groups. Texting OS, online dating OS, like operating system. $149 financial investment. Holy shit! This bitch charging $1,300. Woo! Woo! $4,000? You out your mind, bitch.
Hey, Eduardo here, and I would like to share a little bit about my experience with Blaine and Dating by Blaine. So I feel like dating is one of those areas where you either had a positive role model that you can learn from when you grew up, or you didn't. And so in my case, I didn't have a role model that taught me how to relate to women, how to talk to women, how to better understand them. And I've had great success with coaching in other areas of my life, so I decided to give it a shot.
Oh God, once it starts.
So my experience with Blaine has been amazing. One of the things that I love about Blaine and the coursework.
All right, well. So that's too much money. $4,000 an hour. All right, not an hour. It's what's this? Here's the 2 videos. All right, let's look at these. $4,000. Golly.
I'm not joking.
Shut up. She's selling stuff that Corey Wayne gives back for free. Let me guess. No money back guarantees. I mean, if somebody wants to get their money back, if they're going to try hard enough, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. Let's have a look, see. What is with these videos today? Whatever.
I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So, like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid. So you're getting straight to the point.
I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level, or am I wasting my time?
I don't think there's a problem with the sentiment. I think there's a problem with the execution. You know what I'm saying? I think if money is a value, fine. More power to you. Every partner I've ever had, I made more money than. Every one of them. And not trying to Bobby Big Dick, but by a lot. That is never something I have ever cared about. Do I want to know that you're an adult that can take care of yourself and like pay your bills? Sure. But that's not something that was ever a value for me. So I have no problem if money is a value for her. It's the way that you present it. You know what I'm saying? That you're like, oh, well, you know, I just need to see your bank account on date 1. And if you don't show me, then it's an instant no. Instead of, bitch, I know nothing about you. I'm just getting to learn who you are, what you're about. And I'm sure guys do this too. I'm sure there's men who do this too. This is not a women-specific problem. But it's the entitlement of like, I have no idea who you are. I'm just getting to know you. This is a first date. She said first date, right?
I'm not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
On the first date. So as soon as she says on the first date, all credibility's gone. It's gone. Gone, gonzo. Done. Dunzeroni. I think it would be better to ask what they do for a living and then look up the average income from that position. I think it's a much more reasonable, so what do you do for work? Much more reasonable take. Yes. Much more reasonable. Sophia Franklin, we're going to have to... I'm gonna see about you. Hey, it's Joey Swole. I like Joey Swole. Here I am minding my own business until these men in a van drive past and both directly stare at me as they drive past. To some people, just reading that will seem like, what's the big deal? But anyone who's experienced that look will know exactly how I felt. It's intimidating and made me feel so self-conscious. Then why the fuck are you stretching in front of a building outside in public? Wearing gym clothes.
First off...
No, this is bait. She did this shit on purpose. She dressed up in gym clothes and is stretching outside, waiting for someone to do that so she could film it and put it on TikTok. That's rage baiting.
Let me preface this video by saying women are absolutely victims of harassment in society by disgusting men, and it needs to stop.
Agreed.
But you are not one of them.
Agreed.
But what you are is a narcissist.
Agreed.
You say this man is staring at you. He's not staring at you. He glances at you for a literal second. You're standing in the middle of the sidewalk, you're stretching, your arms are in the air, you have an entire film production set up, and he glances at you as he drives by. You're in his peripheral. It's called situational awareness. And then you post this screenshot to prove that he's staring at you. But what I find funny is you don't post the screenshot from a literal second later where he's not looking at you, but you are still looking at him. He doesn't say anything to you. He doesn't yell at you. He doesn't even slow down. And then you post this to say that he's a coward, that he's trying.
They had no idea I was filming. It made me consider all the... They had no idea that your phone set up on a tripod outside while you're doing stretches on a public road. It had made me consider all the times this happened in my life, and to most women, and how different it would be. Who uses white on white? How different it would be if they knew people were watching. I will never understand why men do this in cars, vans, but I think it's so cowardly. Intentionally intimidating someone, knowing that you can just drive off and pay no consequences. It shouldn't matter what you're wearing, what you're doing, or whether you're... Wow, she's psycho. We should check out her stuff. Or whether you're alone. You should be able to feel safe and go about your life. Actually, I had to do my job for a second. I came back to see Joey Swole. Joey fucking Swole! Her TikTok account disappeared. I bet she got the shit harassed out of her. Which isn't right, but it's understandable.
Trying to intimidate you, and there's no consequences for men. I'm here to tell you there are consequences. You posted this man's face in his work truck. What if he loses his job? What if he can't support his family? What if he can't put food on the table? All because you want to feel like a victim on social media to get attention. And you know what the worst part of this is? This video is a slap in the face to women that truly are victims. You need to do better.
You need to do better.
Mind your own business.
Oh. Mind your own business. I was going to call her a bitch. That looked like a B. Come here. Look.
Better.
That looks like he's getting ready to say a... Mind your own business. Mind. Who says mind by tucking their lips inward? Who makes the sound? Who makes their lips disappear to go many? Right now, say many. All you guys, say the word or more. Are you saying it more or are you saying it more? It looks like he's about to say bitch. More or more? I want more. I would like more, please. More. Me and my friends are me and my friends. He's about to call her a bitch. Bitch!
Mind your own business.
I bet he dubbed over it. I bet he called her a bitch.
My nose is so itchy today.
Let's... Joey fucking swole. Let's go to that, the first one you sent. Sophia Franklin. Here we go. She seems like a gift.
I said that I like to check a guy's bank information on a first date. I don't know why, of all the disgusting, repulsive, not classy, not great that I've said in my life, that's the one thing that Fox News is going to have a debate about. If you think a dude is going on a date with you for any reason other than the way you look, you are wrong. Why is it so f***ed up for me to...
That is what gets them perhaps interested in you initially. But the purpose of a first date is to find out who you are, what you're about. Are they a good person? What are their interests? Do they have family? And you're telling me you're going on a date with a guy you don't find attractive for his money. Interesting. Interesting.
to want to know how much money this guy has. I think...
So you're going out on dates with men you don't find attractive. Oh, this phone needs to fucking stop. This is wild. Stop. Everybody stop messaging me. Christ. So you're going out on dates with dudes you don't find attractive for their money. While saying, if you think that guys are only out on dates with women, like, they need to find you attractive, because if they don't, they wouldn't be there. They're only there because what you look like. It's like, yeah, bitch, it's called dating. Yeah, you're right. That's what gets people through the door. I have to be attracted to you. If I'm not attracted to you, we are starting this thing off with a core incompatibility. What kind of poopy, stoopy brain is this? I'm going to use her in videos later. Sophia Franklin. Thank you. This was a gift. Thank you, Andrew. This was a gift.
Time to do what must be.
Soph, let me eat you out, please. You have a fat forehead and you're not that pretty. It's funny. It's disrespectful as fuck. I'm saying it's funny because of the sheer, like, the disgustingness of it in and of itself is not what's funny. It's the audacity of it. I don't like her. She's already made an enemy of me. But I don't think that means she gets to be harassed. I don't think it's right that she gets harassed. Even if she's saying some stupid shit on the internet, it's okay to make fun of her. But it's not okay to harass her sexually. This is sexual harassment. I'm not cool with that. But the fact that... the audacity of, let me eat you out, please. Never mind, you got a fat forehead and you're stupid. It's like... wow. We 180'd real quick.
Be careful what you wish for. I had a friend the other day text me asking me why this
He wouldn't. Why I won't let him eat me out. And then he texted later, I got a fat forehead.
billionaire with a B that she knows very well is asking about me. Okay, universe, like the things you put out into the universe will be reflected back to you. He's so rich. I wish so badly I could just tell you what he does. You can't go into a grocery store without consuming something that his name is on. Be careful what you wish for. I had a friend.
What was the point of that video? What did we take away from that?
If I'm, in a relationship or whatever, yes, sleeping with half of New York would not work for me.
That's a lot of people.
That might be like 200 people a day, every day of my life since I was born or something like that. I mean, I'm not the mathematician here, as we discussed, but if I'm, in a...
Wow, how disappointing was that question?
Should we move on to another one?
Absolutely.
I do want to know what your thoughts are on body count.
Body count? What does that mean?
It's how many people you've slept with.
Oh, how do I feel about it? I think people should do whatever makes them happy.
What's...
Because you get nothing else from...
No,
I
I
got-
want to hear. No, give me some takes. What are the takes? And what does she do? What does she do? What do you do, woman? What are you?
He called you 31-year-old that ran through. He called you a Jew, too.
He said a Birkin bag Jew. No one even knows I'm Jewish because I'm not really. I mean,
Yeah.
ethnically I am. He said he could tell. Because I was wearing sweatpants and carrying a Birkin,
Wow.
which I think is a flex for the Jewish community.
Props to you for just sitting there and like not losing your temper, because it would have been hard for me to even sit there and watch you get spoken to like that.
What would you have done?
You fucking simp. Her vocal fry is next level. Look at this right here. Vocal fry, final boss. Very true. She used to be on Call Her Daddy. It was a really successful podcast. Then her and co-host had a falling out. No way. She seems so delightful.
Why are you weird talking about dating women?
Because one day I plan on having a wife and kids, and I don't want them to go back on my podcasts and they go look at all the things I said. I can't have, because I'm 15. Look at this of you saying how you had an orgy in Miami and you trafficked.
All right, this guy's trying to be a Bobby Big Dick, and I'm not here for it. No way who'd have a fallout with her. Yeah, she seems lovely. This guy's username's @Jeff. He got @Jeff? Yeah, it's just Jeff. Oh, he's got Logan Paul in his picture, so nope, he's already a piece of shit. We already hate him.
What if me, you...
Bobby.
Okay, alright, we're moving. I was hoping we could find more videos where she would give, like, actual takes, but...
You were on the Amanda Bynes show. What?
Very spooky. What's that? It's a skeleton.
What's that? It's a skeleton. Yo, thank you for the follow. How are you, Julia? Welcome to the stream. We're making fun of this person for saying something really, really goofy. What's up, Adad? How you doing, brother? How's your day? So, okay, hold on. Let's. I want to hear what she's. What gift we're going to be given.
You were on the Amanda Bynes show. What were
You guys
the
remember
parties
Amanda
like?
Bynes?
Was Jamie Lynn Spears like pre-pregnancy taking shots with Amanda Bynes like in the corner like
Once we got like 16, 17, there was probably a circle of people who were proving all of the stereotypes right. I'm sure there was like little...
Josh Peck, if you guys have never seen him, is a wholesome, kind, good human. I know. I don't like seeing him here. Josh Peck is genuinely a good, like, nice human. He did, God, what was the podcast? It was like the CEO mindset or something like that. Millionaire mindset. I gotta find it. How's it going, Julia? How are you? Welcome to stream. How's your day going? We're talking about bad dating advice. So, just so you can have the origin. Let's run this back, chat. Let's run this back. Let's get the origin message. Andrew, have a good day, man. We'll catch you next time. Here's the origin story. We're gonna check this out one more time. Here you go. Here it is.
I'm not joking. I have asked the last
Go ahead, girl. Hold on. Let her cook.
3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So, like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid. So you're getting straight to the point.
I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time?
Thoughts, chat? Let's get some thoughts. For me, this one's pretty cut and dry. If you like people for money, more power to you. Don't ask on the first date. Why does she talk like Drew Barrymore? That's a good question. I don't know why she talks like that. What is her deal? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I don't understand. And then the follow-up, just in case you guys weren't here for it.
I said that I like to check a guy's bank information on a first date. I don't know why, of all the disgusting, repulsive, not classy, not great that I've said in my life, that's the one thing that Fox News is going to have a debate about.
I just think it's just not... I don't think there's a huge take here. It just comes off as entitled. That's all it is. So here this person says, you have your own money, Sophia. Don't see what the problem is. You just don't want to waste your time. What if they have millions in assets and don't hold much cash? Had a TV host who told me that he didn't make any money for 3 years. I didn't ask him for his account. At least he told me his financial situation. Just instead of like, hey, here's how much money or here's what I do for a living. Right? Who said that? Was that Scrappy? Yeah. Here's the deal. Here's what I do for a living. Here's what my values are. I happen to like money. I happen to be someone who appreciates financial security, right? That's all you have to say. But when you come at it from a perspective of, excuse me, when you come at it from a perspective of like, hey, it's our first date. I have no idea who you are. We're here for the purposes of seeing if we're compatible with one another. And then you go, all right, pull out your phone right now and show me how much money's in your bank account. What are you expecting the guy to say? Like, nah, I'm just getting to know you. I don't... Even if you said something like that, when... I'll pose this question to you guys, chat. When do you think that it's appropriate to ask something like that? If you're going to ask how much money someone makes, how many dates, how much time is the appropriate amount of dates or time? What do you guys think? For me, I'm going to say... You're officially in a relationship. You've been dating for at least 5 months. At least 5 months. A. says 6 months. Half a year. I am engaged. I don't know how much money's in her bank account. I have a general idea. We've talked about it before. But that was a conversation of like, we have to pay for the wedding and, oh, rent's due and, like shit like that. You know what I mean? But did I ever ask, hey, right now, pull out your phone. Show me exactly how much money's in your bank account. If I did it, she would show me because we're engaged. We've been together for years. There's a degree of trust that we've built up over time. But could you imagine doing that shit on the first date? I would say when you plan to move in together, have to make financial decisions. I actually think it's okay to ask early if that's your priority. You think it's okay to ask someone the direct question, how much money is in your bank account right now? For me, that just that don't feel right. That don't feel right. You could say, how much money do you make in a year? You could say, what do you do for a living? And then look up the, average median income, someone said. But like, hey, how much money is in your bank account right now? It's our first date. I'm just getting to know you. I have no idea who you are, what you're about. If you're kind to people or your family, what your values are. I just want to know you're hot enough, so I'm on a date with you. Right? you're hot enough, but how much money do you make? How much money do you have right now? I need to know that too. It's just, I don't know. It hits me in the wrong way. I would never ask a man how much money he makes. As long as he has a car, a phone, a job, isn't living with his parents, then he obviously has the money to pay his bills. Ooh, I mean, mostly true. Would be a turnoff, but if it's super important to you, I think it's fair. I just think turning someone off on the first date is probably the wrong time to do it. That's just me. That's just how I'm viewing this thing. All right. Shall we return to the dating advice? I think we've seen this person before. Carla Elia. Especially if you're like she's got to be like a millionaire, right? I've never asked how much let's try that again. I've never asked a man how much money he makes. As long as he has a car, a phone, right? We got to that one. We are just too poor to understand her mindset. Fair enough. Asking how much money is in the bank on the first date smells like a spy from the IRS, right? Yeah. Nice try, IRS. Nice try. All right, let's do it.
I've said this before, but it seems like you're missing the point. So let me remind you. Hello, my name is Carla, and restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. I had a set curfew. Yep. This would make men go crazy. Why? Because the follow-up question would be, when can I see you again? Having this set boundary allowed me to see if a man would respect it or not, or if he was interested or not. Remember, timing is everything. So as soon as the date was about to get even more interesting, I would have to let them down and tell them that I had to be home because I have a curfew. This allows him to be excited for the next date, value my time, and understand that I respect myself. Remember, ladies, having access to you and to your presence is a gift. And the more you value it, the more you understand that your presence and essence is worth so much, men will naturally become more obsessed with you because you are obsessed with yourself. This is why doing the inner work before you start dating is really important. And if you need help with your feminine energy, first date tips, dating in general, and relationships, you need to join her community where I do group coaching.
There it is. There's the pitch. Okay. Let's talk about this. Let's discuss this. Okay. I'm going to try and let's keep this 100. Let's keep this a $150, okay? I have no problems with people working on themselves and trying to be better people for themselves, for others, etc., right? Working on yourself is fine. Trying to grow yourself, be a better human, mentally healthy, physically healthy, etc., is fine. I have no issues with that in any way, shape, or form. Respecting yourself is fine, even ideal. Makes you a better candidate for dating. Makes you a healthier person. Here's where you lose me. Inorganically setting a curfew to cut off a date you were enjoying for the purpose of making sure that the man is hooked on you is forced and it's manipulative. Do I think you can say, hey, it's our first date, we're not going to be having sex, we're not going to be going anywhere private, and it's a first date, so if I'm not enjoying myself, I'll get out of there. If I am enjoying myself, it'll be, we can hang out for a few hours. For the first date, that's fine. Is having boundaries fine? Yes. Having a specific time you are going to leave. Sorry, my curfew. And the purpose that she said in this video is to make sure men get hooked. Or women. Anybody doing this. It's not a gender thing. That is some manipulative shit. Meaning you are purposely playing games instead of just organically dating and seeing how the night goes. And if you want to stay out a little longer, great. And if you're done at one bar and you want to go to another one, or you want to take a nice walk in a park or in a city or whatever, cool. That's something you guys decide together. That's what a relationship is. It's two equal partners together, right? And that's what you're trying to build. But coming at this bullshit like, well, if you need a man to get obsessed with you, you need to leave him wanting more. No, you don't. This is the beauty of when two people are equally chasing each other. Because it exists out there. Trust me, it exists. It does exist. It is something you could have. But people, they need to play all these fucking games all the time. You don't. Just be who you are. And if they like you, that's good enough. Telling him, sorry, I have a curfew at 10. He's going to ask, are you an infant? Are you 12? You think a 35-year-old guy is going to be like, a curfew, huh? All right, well, you should go put yourself to bed then. Get the fuck out of here. Craziness.
On the MIC.
If you like sex and you're a woman and you like sex just as much as a man, then you're probably gonna have a hard time getting stuff out of guys. You know, you're probably gonna have a hard time getting a lifestyle created by men given to you. You know, you're probably gonna be having a hard time.
Advice for
wait, was the mentality there withhold sex? Hold on, I actually want to see where she was going to take that.
If you like sex and then you're probably gonna have a hard time getting stuff out of guys. You know, you're probably gonna have a hard time getting a lifestyle created by men given to you. You know, you're probably gonna be having a hard time, you know, securing a relationship because of that. So be careful. The only people who truly value sex are men. That's why women have the advantage. If you start valuing it the same as they do, then they have the advantage.
Or you have two people who just enjoy sex. You have a mutual connection. What? Purposely withhold your interest in sex. Forget which guy you're dating. Purposely withhold your interest in sex so that you can manipulate them. Because if you want sex as much as they do, then they control the relationship. What a fucking toxic, wild way to look at a relationship. What a toxic, evil, manipulative way to look at a relationship. It's a relationship. You're supposed to love this person. You're going to love them by manipulating them left and right? This is just... Am I nuts, chat? My curfew is 8 a.m. That's my bedtime. That's a good curfew. That's a reasonable curfew. I was watching a woman's video where she said men value physical intimacy, skin-on-skin contact, whereas women value emotional bonding more. Is that true? No. It means all men like mushrooms. All women hate mushrooms. It's that type of thinking. All men will cheat. It's that type of thinking. Some men might cheat. Some men like mushrooms. I am not one of them. Some women like skin-on-skin contact, and they value that more. Like, it's called love languages. That's what people are really talking about, right? Some men like emotional bonding more. Like me, for example, especially when I'm out in public, I'm not very touchy. Like, if my partner grabs my hand or wants a hug or something, that's fine. But I'm just not generally very touchy. However, acts of service. She does, like, the little things. Give you an example. The other day, she went out to my favorite Japanese restaurant, which is not close to us. It's like 40 minutes from us. I had no idea she was doing this. She gets out of work. I'm home. She comes home with my favorite meal and roses for me. I'm like, right? I'm like, and that's why we're getting married. It's the little things. It's not the big things. She brought home onigiri, she brought home takoyaki, and she brought home flowers and chocolate. And I'm like, yo, this is it. This is it, chat. This is love. It's go time. It's okay. Let's keep it moving. But no, some women love sex, and that's totally great. Like, awesome, cool, more power to you. Some women are like, meh, take it or leave it. Some men love sex. Some men, take it or leave it. It's just mentalities like this that are so fucking toxic. And the reason it's toxic is not because it's completely untrue. This is never the case for anybody. It's not what I said. It creates an us versus them mentality, and that's the problem. Us versus them, men versus women, Democrat versus Republican, right? A Jew versus Arab. It's like that type of mentality, because I've said this before so many times. We're so much more similar than we are different. So, the takeaway from this was, in fact, I'm going to, feminine clips, that's her, let's save this, because that was pretty dumb. We're gonna be making some videos about this. Stoopy poopy beaver. All right, let's keep it going.
Advice
Michaela
for
Peterson.
women dating in their early 20s. Don't sleep with people. Not unless that is a serious relationship. And don't be ashamed of talking about what you want. If you want to get married and you want to have kids, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you're dating...
What you want is to sleep with people.
Flirting do's and don'ts to not be a pick-me. Because back to rule number 1, you don't care. You can't care. They're just another person. A cute person, yes. But just another person. So we're not going to care too much because there's so many people on this planet. Anyway. Cool, nonchalant. Do make eye contact. I said it once and I'll say it again, eye contact. But don't make it creepy. Don't look them up and down. That feels like an assault. Like don't do a little up and down or like hold it too long. Just make eye contact and then look away. It's cute. And look away down, like I said. Do go make conversation. Something simple. Again, the weather. I've been teaching you guys how to do this. Something so small and inconspicuous that they're left wondering, oh my god, like I
If you had a guy that was once super into you and now has popped off, I have the thing for you. You're gonna whip out the oldest trick in the book and ignore him.
Send him some titties! Oh, ignore him? Oh, okay.
Common mistakes single women make on the first date. Let's go. Number 1 is that you are treating the date like an actual date. You want to treat the date like a meetup.
I actually agree with that. Yeah, the first date is getting to know someone, right? The first date is getting to know someone. The first date is not it is and is not a date. It's a first date. I feel like people go there and they're like, that's it, we're getting married. I don't know shit about them, but what I do know is we're getting married. You shouldn't have that type of confidence on a first date. Not confidence, certainty. You shouldn't have that type of certainty on a first date. You're getting to know them. What if, I have a male friend who is he's a fucking forever aloner, man, because he gets in his own way so much. He goes on these dates, right? He meets these people, and basically he gets too excited every time. I'm like, bro, you know what she looks like, and that's it. You don't know anything about her. What if she's racist? What if she's bad to animals? What if she's just not a good human? She steals, right? And he's like, no, man, you don't understand. Like, we've talked on Tinder for a while now, and I know her, right? She's got a deep soul. And I'm like, okay. All right, dude, well, tell me how it goes, right? You getting your heart broken 100 times hasn't taught you shit yet, so maybe 101. He thinks every woman's going to be his wife. Yeah. I'm like, all right, round 10. Fight. So then he goes out and then over-invests completely because he's just getting to know her. And you have to understand, for women, for anybody, not just for women, for anybody, this is not, they don't want that. They don't want that level of like whoa, okay, whoa, all right, you are just getting to know me, man. And I'm just getting to know you. And what I'm getting from you so far is you are needy. They don't want that. Nobody wants that. So just show up. Just be who you are. Because when you are, it's like for streaming, okay? Right now I'm streaming to you guys. I cannot be different than I am. Sometimes I like to make crude jokes. Sometimes I like to yell, titties, wee, yay, right? That's who I am. I do not want to attract an audience to Twitch or to YouTube or whatever I do that doesn't like what I do. That wants me to be different. Because then I'll have a shitty time. You guys would have a shitty time. It just wouldn't be fun. But when someone clicks follow and watches for long enough and says, okay, I got a general idea for for who this person is, and they like hang out and they come back to another stream, that's because what they're saying is, yeah, I like that content enough. That entertains me even just a little bit, right? But imagine it's like hate watching a YouTube video, and someone watches a YouTube video, then leaves a negative comment, then watches another one and leaves a negative comment, then watches another one, leaves a negative comment. It's like, why? Who's that for? So you can't date. You can't pretend on a date. You can, and it might even work for a little while, but it won't work forever. And when it starts to not work forever, you have this person who has this impression of who they thought you were because you presented someone different. Then the relationship blows up and you're both resentful. It's the same thing. If I have a guy that comes into Twitch and he's like, oh, well, I only like family-friendly streamers who don't curse or talk about boobies, then I'm like, well, this ain't the place for you, my friend. Because if I pretended to be that person, I would stop having fun and I'd stop wanting to do it. Moving on.
Women, man, when they love you, when they love a man, when they're into a man, I'm gonna try to keep this PG, man. But when a woman loves you, she really loves you.
Word. That was the whole thing. That was the whole thing. Word. I like his use of words in an obvious way. You like talking about boobies? I do. From time to time. The irony, and this always threw me off when we found this out, that the majority of my audience is female. That threw me off, man. I wasn't expecting that. I thought the majority of you guys, especially from YouTube, because the YouTube channel is mostly men, that's not fair. It's like 60-40. I have 60% male audience. But I'm like, oh, Twitch, and like video games, and like, yeah, like the guys like these things. Rory's Lady Magnet. I didn't mean it like that. You guys know what I mean. Women are the majority to buy dating and breakup help. You have no idea how incorrect you are. You have no idea how wrong that is. And I'll have to pull some numbers to prove it to you. And I'll do it next time, because I don't feel like going through all the analytics. You have no idea. It's not even close. Women may look up women-centric channels, sure, of course. You can make that argument in some cases, but I'm talking about as a whole. I don't go on dates until I get to know a person for a few reasons, so I usually know them well enough to know we're compatible when the first date arrives. But that seems reasonable. That seems just like a reasonable, normal, common, you know? Not even counting the women magazines. I'm not saying women don't look for breakup and dating advice and stuff. I'm just saying men, if we're talking about as a whole, all of them, all the forms of media, particularly YouTube, because that's where the big numbers come in, you know? It's by and large male. Oh, baby, it's by and large male. For my own YouTube channel, for all the coaching I've done, I get plenty of women, but it's by and large male. All right, let's go.
The worst thing you can do as a woman is not be nonchalant. And this comes as an ex-lover girl that used to be like, I'm not gonna hold anything back, I'm gonna go full force for it. When I was 21, I met this guy in Miami. Within 2 weeks, I was like, listen,
why are all these TikToks so long? My attention span's not that long. What are we doing? Let's watch some more of this one. And remember we had that one stream. What's going on here? We had the stream when I was recording.
More feminine.
Shut up. I was recording in the stream room. You guys were there. And obviously we're not in the stream room today. And we read that one article, and the article said it wasn't Psychology Today. It was I don't remember. But the article was about how men literally live longer when they're exposed to nude pictures of whatever they're attracted to, men, women, however they identify. They literally live longer. And the example they used was a study that was done on boobs. So men look at boobs and they literally live longer. Think about that shit. This is something that was studied and proven. I'll find the study if you guys want it. All right, let's see what she's going to say.
You look and sound, act and smell, the more you're going to stand out from a bunch of women who act the opposite.
Yeah. The more on fire a building is, it stands out from the buildings that aren't on fire. Wow. Wisdom for the ages. You really I'm walking away feeling really enlightened. Have you seen the live surge couple on TikTok? It's cringe, but I'm still... can you do me a favor? Can you link me? Put it in Discord and link it. Link it for me in the Discord. If you guys have any cringy videos for me to check out.
Or not as feminine. So when you go in there, make sure that if they look good, you just act extra feminine. You know, because a lot of times, if a man sees a woman who looks good but is masculine, he may be intimidated, may not approach, may not ask for her number, may just watch and look.
Unless he's into that. It's the same fucking mentality again and again and again. If you're into women who happen to be masculine, then that's going to be a go-ahead for you. If you're a woman who presents themselves to be more masculine, you're going to want men, assuming heterosexual, who are into that. Don't be who you're not. Don't put on a false front. Oh, no! No! I like the video again. Fucking TikTok. I hate TikTok so much.
From across the room. But if that lady is making everyone like melt by her voice or...
I have a question.
Okay. What's my question?
Have you ever pulled before? Let me show you what I mean.
Uh-huh. I'm ready. I think we need to get married now.
How about my brother?
What? What? What the fuck was that? Alright, let's see, like, what's one of her most viewed videos? Here, this one's right here. 573,000 views.
I thought men were complaining. Like, they would be like, oh, my wife is always shopping, and, you know, all she does is, like, shop and hang out with her friends. In my, like, westernized, like, early 20s brain, I was like, what a prick. He's always complaining about his wife. Then one day...
Have you watched that Twin Flame thing documentary? No, what is that? Is that on... Is it a YouTube video? Twin Flame documentary. Oh, Desperately Seeking Soulmate. Escaping Twin Flames Universe. Is that what it is? On Netflix? Escaping Twin Flames. Oh, it's on Prime. Even better. I hate supporting Netflix. Prime. Oh, Escaping Twin Flames. Okay, let's see here. Escaping Twin... Let's read this together. Is a sinister love story for the digital age. The new docuseries unravels the tangled web of Twin Flames universe run by Jeff and Shalia Ayan. It's one of the oldest ideas about love and romance that exists. There's one perfect person for everyone, a soulmate or a twin flame. But what happens when the pursuit of that singular, extraordinary love is exploited by those with their own agenda? Ooh, a bit of drama. A bit of drama, eh, Julia? From the Emmy-nominated filmmaking team behind Seduced, Inside the Cult, comes Escaping Twin Flames, a 3-part documentary series that pulls back the veil on Twin Flames universe, a controversial online community that forms members accused of preying on people looking for love. Oh, I did hear about this. Yes. If it's on Prime, I think we can do the watch. Maybe that'll be our next stream, guys. Maybe we'll watch this together. I know Twitch has like a Prime watch together thing through Twitch. Because like Twitch and Amazon are... We were flooded by messages from people who left high control groups after releasing our series. And the stories of survivors and families impacted by twin flames. This was like a cult, right? Because if this was a cult, I have to check this with my partner. but I think I know someone in this cult. I'll have to double check. I didn't even know this was a thing. We watched it yesterday on Prime. It's crazy. You know what? Here's what's going to happen. If I can watch this through Twitch using that thing I got to look up. I forget what it's called. It's like Prime Watch Together on Twitch. Let's see if it's here. I think it's crazy that you came in today of all days. I think I know someone that was involved in this. Like a personal watch party. Is that what it's called? Through Twitch? I've never used the feature before, so I'm not sure. I know you can do watch parties on PC. Have they updated this so you can do them on mobile? Worst case scenario, guys, we can just watch it together on Discord if you guys want. Oh, was I still doing the waiting room thing? Okay. Yeah, if you guys want in the Discord, just type !Discord. And if I can't watch it on Twitch with you guys, we can just watch it on Discord. That's so crazy that you came in today, Julia, and you happened to find our stream today of all days. I was just having a conversation about this with someone recently. Not about, I didn't know what it was called, the Twin Flames thing, but I knew someone I knew personally was in a cult, and I had very, very recently found out. Shit, maybe we'll get him on. Ooh. I'm excited. Ooh, this is going to be exciting. Ooh. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to get going for today. I will be live again tomorrow, Tuesday? Yeah, I let you guys in. So if you guys want into the Discord, !Discord, where I announce where all the streams and stuff's happening. Also, don't forget this month, we're not streaming at a time we normally stream. But this month, we're going to be doing the Buy Anything on Prime stream. I'm going to set like a dollar amount, which is probably going to be like $500 to $1,000, and you guys just get to go wild on Amazon Prime, and we're just going to buy a bunch of shit and then do all the unboxing and stuff. But I'll let you guys know. Either way, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, probably around like noon again. This week, I'm streaming every day. And then next week, we're going to go back to our normal schedule. Hope you guys had fun. I got to go take Doggo for a walk. So, be well. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm going to go figure out about this Twin Flames thing. Bye!